प्राइवेट दुकान में कल तो वो बंद है
His one-match suspension, he replaces Pavel Kaderabek at left-back. Vladimir Darida is fit again, but only for the bench. The Czech Republic start Vaxlik in goal, Šufal, Silištuka, Kalas, Boyil, Hules, Souček, Masopust, Barak, Sevcik and Patrick Schick. On the bench, Kadarabek, Brabec, Darida, Kremencic, Yankto, Mandus, Zima, Vidra, Kral, Kubek, Pekart and Pisek. Well, Denmark are unchanged from their 4-0 thrashing of Wales. Captain Simon Kjær and midfielder Thomas Delaney had been injury doubts, but they've come through. Jens Stryger Larsen keeps his place in the right-hand side of defence, despite Daniel Vass being fit again. Yusuf Poulsen's back from injury too, but only on the bench, and Kasper Dolberg keeps his place in attack. Denmark lineup: Schmeichel, Christensen, Kjær, Vestergaard, Stryger Larsen, Højbjerg, Delaney, Mahler, Braithwaite, Dolberg and Damsgaard. On the bench, Andersen, Skov Olsen, Matthijs Zanker, Jorgensen, Norgard, Lørsel, Vass, Vind, Poulsen, Cornelius, Ronno and Jensen. We're underway at 5 p.m. for this Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark in Baku. Well, the team news is in from Baku for the Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark this evening. The Czech Republic make one change from the side that overcame the Netherlands in their last 16 clash. Jan Boyil is back from his one-match suspension. He replaces Pavel Kaderabek at left-back. Vladimir Darida is fit again, but only for the bench. The Czech Republic start Vaxlik in goal, Šufal, Silištuka, Kalas, Boyil, Hules, Souček, Masopust, Barak, Sevcik and Patrick Schick. On the bench, Kadarabek, Brabec, Darida, Kremencic, Yankto, Mandus, Zima, Vidra, Kral, Kubek, Pekart and Pisek. Well, Denmark are unchanged from their 4-0 thrashing of Wales. Captain Simon Kjær and midfielder Thomas Delaney had been injury doubts, but they've come through. Jens Stryger Larsen keeps his place in the right-hand side of defence, despite Daniel Vass being fit again. Yusuf Poulsen's back from injury too, but only on the bench, and Kasper Dolberg keeps his place in attack. Denmark lineup: Schmeichel, Christensen, Kjær, Vestergaard, Stryger Larsen, Højbjerg, Delaney, Mahler, Braithwaite, Dolberg and Damsgaard. On the bench, Andersen, Skov Olsen, Matthijs Zanker, Jorgensen, Norgard, Lørsel, Vass, Vind, Poulsen, Cornelius, Ronno and Jensen. We're underway at 5 p.m. for this Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark in Baku. Well, the team news is in from Baku for the Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark this evening. The Czech Republic make one change from the side that overcame the Netherlands in their last 16 clash. Jan Boyil is back from his one-match suspension. He replaces Pavel Kaderabek at left-back. Vladimir Darida is fit again, but only for the bench. The Czech Republic start Vaxlik in goal, Šufal, Silištuka, Kalas, Boyil, Hules, Souček, Masopust, Barak, Sevcik and Patrick Schick. On the bench, Kadarabek, Brabec, Darida, Kremencic, Yankto, Mandus, Zima, Vidra, Kral, Kubek, Pekart and Pisek. Well, Denmark are unchanged from their 4-0 thrashing of Wales. Captain Simon Kjær and midfielder Thomas Delaney had been injury doubts, but they've come through. Jens Stryger Larsen keeps his place in the right-hand side of defence, despite Daniel Vass being fit again. Yusuf Poulsen's back from injury too, but only on the bench, and Kasper Dolberg keeps his place in attack. Denmark lineup: Schmeichel, Christensen, Kjær, Vestergaard, Stryger Larsen, Højbjerg, Delaney, Mahler, Braithwaite, Dolberg and Damsgaard. On the bench, Andersen, Skov Olsen, Matthijs Zanker, Jorgensen, Norgard, Lørsel, Vass, Vind, Poulsen, Cornelius, Ronno and Jensen. We're underway at 5 p.m. for this Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark in Baku. Well, the team news is in from Baku for the Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark this evening. The Czech Republic make one change from the side that overcame the Netherlands in their last 16 clash. Jan Boyil is back from his one-match suspension. He replaces Pavel Kaderabek at left-back. Vladimir Darida is fit again, but only for the bench. The Czech Republic start Vaxlik in goal, Šufal, Silistuka, Kalas, Boyil, Holes, Souček, Masopust, Barak, Sevčík and Patrick Schick. On the bench, Kadarabek, Brabec, Darida, Kremencic, Yankto, Mandus, Zima, Vidra, Kral, Kubek, Pekart and Pisek. Well, Denmark are unchanged from their 4-0 thrashing of Wales. Captain Simon Kjær and midfielder Thomas Delaney had been injury doubts, but they've come through. Jens Stryger Larsen keeps his place in the right-hand side of defence, despite Daniel Vass being fit again. Yusuf Poulsen's back from injury too, but only on the bench, and Kasper Dolberg keeps his place in attack. Denmark lineup: Schmeichel, Christensen, Kjær, Vestergaard, Stryger Larsen, Højbjerg, Delaney, Mahler, Braithwaite, Dolberg and Damsgaard. On the bench: Andersen, Skov Olsen, Matthijs Zanker, Jorgensen, Norgard, Lørsel, Vass, Vind, Poulsen, Cornelius, Ronmo and Jensen. We're underway at 5 p.m. for this Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark in Baku. Well, the team news is in from Baku for the Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark this evening. The Czech Republic make one change from the side that overcame the Netherlands in their last 16 clash. Jan Boyil is back from his one-match suspension. He replaces Pavel Kaderabek at left-back. Vladimir Darida is fit again, but only for the bench. The Czech Republic start Vaxlik in goal, Šufal, Silistuka, Kalas, Boyil, Holes, Souček, Masopust, Barak, Sevčík and Patrick Schick. On the bench: Kadarabek, Brabec, Darida, Kremencic, Yankto, Mandus, Zima, Vidra, Kral, Kubek, Pekart and Pisek. Well, Denmark are unchanged from their 4-0 thrashing of Wales. Captain Simon Kjær and midfielder Thomas Delaney had been injury doubts, but they've come through. Jens Stryger Larsen keeps his place in the right-hand side of defence, despite Daniel Vass being fit again. Yusuf Poulsen's back from injury too, but only on the bench, and Kasper Dolberg keeps his place in attack. Denmark lineup: Schmeichel, Christensen, Kjær, Vestergaard, Stryger Larsen, Højbjerg, Delaney, Mahler, Braithwaite, Dolberg and Damsgaard. On the bench: Andersen, Skov Olsen, Matthijs Zanker, Jorgensen, Norgard, Lørsel, Vass, Vind, Poulsen, Cornelius, Ronmo and Jensen. We're underway at 5 p.m. for this Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark in Baku. Well, the team news is in from Baku for the Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark this evening. The Czech Republic make one change from the side that overcame the Netherlands in their last 16 clash. Jan Boyil is back from his one-match suspension. He replaces Pavel Kaderabek at left-back. Vladimir Darida is fit again, but only for the bench. The Czech Republic start Vaxlik in goal, Šufal, Silistuka, Kalas, Boyil, Holes, Souček, Masopust, Barak, Sevčík and Patrick Schick. On the bench: Kadarabek, Brabec, Darida, Kremencic, Yankto, Mandus, Zima, Vidra, Kral, Kubek, Pekart and Pisek. Well, Denmark are unchanged from their 4-0 thrashing of Wales. Captain Simon Kjær and midfielder Thomas Delaney had been injury doubts, but they've come through. Jens Stryger Larsen keeps his place in the right-hand side of defence, despite Daniel Vass being fit again. Yusuf Poulsen's back from injury too, but only on the bench, and Kasper Dolberg keeps his place in attack. Denmark lineup: Schmeichel, Christensen, Kjær, Vestergaard, Stryger Larsen, Højbjerg, Delaney, Mahler, Braithwaite, Dolberg and Damsgaard. On the bench: Andersen, Skov Olsen, Matthijs Zanker, Jorgensen, Norgard, Lørsel, Vass, Vind, Poulsen, Cornelius, Ronmo and Jensen. We're underway at 5 p.m. for this Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark in Baku. Well, the team news is in from Baku for the Euro 2020 quarter-final between the Czech Republic and Denmark this evening. The Czech Republic make one change from the side that overcame the Netherlands in their last 16 clash. Jan Boyil is back from his one-match suspension. He replaces Pavel Kaderabek at left-back. Vladimir Darida is fit again, but only for the bench. The Czech Republic start Vaxlik in goal, Šufal, Silistuka, Kalas, Boyil, Holes. Well, very warm welcome along to Off-Tube studio-based commentary then on this Euro 2020 quarter-final, the third of four. And this has big resonance for England's path potentially through to the final itself. as they would face the winners of this match should they beat the Ukraine in the later game this evening. But this match has its own importance, of course. I'm Simon Barlow, joined by John Hogan for this evening's game. Not so many Denmark fans inside the Olympic Stadium in Baku. John, they've been used to a bit of a home atmosphere throughout the group stages and the last 16. Is this going to be a different type of test for them?
Well, it surely is, but I think that they've got a bit of momentum. I mean, they've scored 8 goals in the last 2 games. You know, the neutrals seem to be rooting for them. I quite fancied them today. I thought, you know, 8 goals last 2 games. They're clearly doing a good job. Dolberg, I was really impressed with last time, their striker. I think they're going to win this game.
Well, it is Denmark to kick us off there in the all-white kit for this match in Baku. It's the Czech Republic in red and blue. And Denmark sent a long ball forward in the direction of striker Dolberg before it's headed away by the Czech Republic and then nodded forward towards Schick, and it goes out for a throw-in eventually just behind Vladimir Koufal, the right back. So just that one change then from the Czech Republic's last 16 victory over the Netherlands, and it comes at left back. As you heard, Jan Boyle, who's the regular left back, returns from suspension and replaces Pavel Kaderabek. Didn't think Kaderabek had a bad game, but Boyle obviously tried and trusted here by coach Jaroslav Silhavy, and the formation certainly is. He goes with the same lineup again, a 4-2-3-1, as the ball's won in midfield by Thomas Souček, but the ball bounces the way of the Danish midfielder Højbjerg, and there's a possible injury here. Referee for today is Bjorn Kuipers, the experienced Dutchman, and he spotted an injury off the ball. It looks like it might be Joachim Mahler, who got an elbow, possibly from Souček in that earlier challenge, John.
Yeah, that's right, and I think Mahler's been important. He's got a great engine on him, gets up and down. Obviously, you know, it's well documented that you know, they've had quite the journey this tournament. What happened to Eriksson seems to have added sort of fuel to their fight if that was needed. But it's not only that, it's not only the adrenaline charge they've had from that and playing at the Parken Stadium, but it's more than that. You know, it's something else. Against Wales, they started off like a house on fire, but so did Wales. And after about 5 minutes, collectively they got together and said, right, this is nuts. We don't want to get involved in this. We're a better team than that, so let's start playing some football. And they did. You know, so I think they've learned to harness the power that they've got. There's a collectivity about them because of what's happened to Eriksson, you know, but they're using that as fuel to their fire. Like I said, I strongly fancied him today. Dolberg was almost foot perfect last time, but they've got so many good players. And if you look at their players as well, Simon, look at where they play. You know, a lot in Syria, that's difficult. I like Damsgaard, he's only a youngster, but he's made a good start. So the Czech Republic have really got their work cut out.
Play has restarted after the injury interruption, and Mahler is okay. He's trotted back onto the pitch as well after that bit of treatment he received for the I think accidental collision with Souček. Got winded a little bit, but he's okay. Now another strong challenge comes in from Denmark midfielder Thomas Hollesch, sends the ball out on the far side for another throw-in. Full-blooded slide tackle in on Pierre-Emil Højbjerg, and yeah, there's certainly no holding back from the Czech Republic in this game.
A challenge or two coming in already, and Striga Larsen showing an elbow to the opposition. The other feature today, Simon, is that you want to measure what you're doing. You want to control the ball. It's 28 degrees in Baku right now, you know, and it's probably hotter in that stadium as well. So, you know, it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint today, I fancy.
There's Patrick Schick on the ball, corner of the penalty area. Left-footed pass out towards the right hand, toward the left fullback, Boyle, who tries to dribble inside, gives a little bit of a short pass here, and it's struck by Koufal, well blocked there by the Danish midfield, and cleared eventually up towards Braithwaite, who will give chase, but he's wrong side of the defender, who knocks it back to goalkeeper Thomas Vaxlik, and he sends a long clearance up towards the halfway line. Challenge there, won by Schick over Delaney. Bounces the way of the Denmark right back, or right wing back, Striga Larsen. Knocks it now to Andreas Christensen, and Denmark have that shape about them again in defence. Risky ball there by Vestergaard. Chips it over the head of the advancing Schick, but does find Christensen. The Chelsea defender looks for a channel ball in the direction of Dolberg, but defensively. Schellstuker is there, plays it off Dolberg's feet, and that should go for... Well, actually, Dolberg thought it was a double deflection there, and he's right. Schellstuker got the last touch, and that is going to be a first corner of the game to Denmark.
Yeah, he's not too happy with the assistant referee on that far side, but there was no double kiss, and that's why he wasn't. It shouldn't be a throw to Denmark, but it's been given.
Well, I think it's a corner, isn't it? So it's a great chance now for Denmark to load the box. They've got Vestergaard, who's an absolute giant, the Southampton defender in there. Kjær's good in the air as well, as we know. Also, Marler will try and get in on this. There's a header there, and it's in the back of the net. The corner came in. It's Thomas Delaney, one of the smallest men in the penalty area. He gets a free header. The Czech Republic's undone by an early goal for a corner that possibly shouldn't have been.
Well, I tell you what, yeah, watch out for the big lads, and they've got them all marked, but he's by himself there. It's a free header. He attacks at the Borussia Dortmund man, and he fires it into the back of the net. Easy stuff, that really. Poor defending from the Czech Republic, and it's Denmark who have the lead.
Inside the first 6 minutes, and we've had the goal that gives Denmark the lead in Baku. The Czech Republic 0, Denmark 1. This one slightly controversial because we don't think that the corner should have been given. It was a possible double deflection. Schellstuker clearing it off Dolberg's legs, but the linesman was close to it and gave the corner kick. It was then whipped in towards the centre of the penalty area. All the big men were up, but they missed it, and it was a free header for Thomas Delaney, the diminutive midfielder, with a powerful header into the bottom corner, giving Thomas Vaxlik no chance and giving Denmark a surprise lead. Czech Republic 0, Denmark 1.
Well, I tell you what, you know, it may or may not have been a corner. Obviously, it was given, but what you do is you defend when you've got to. It's all right saying I've got this guy, I've got that guy. I tell you what, Thomas Delaney did there. He's next to nothing. He virtually stood in the box, just thinking, "Oh, this is nice. I've got a lot of ground. There's nobody around me." And the ball comes in. He's thinking, wowee, and he picks his spot, absolutely, you know, uncontested. We'd all like a header like that. You don't have to. You could be 5'4" and you could score that one, but the marking was absolutely shocking. You just don't leave people by themselves. You know, they may feel aggrieved, and they could use that fuel to their fire. But that's a terrible start for the Czech Republic.
Yeah, the Borussia Dortmund midfielder's sixth goal for his country gives them a dream start in this quarter-final as they're on the front foot again, trying to get a cross in from the left-hand side, but it's blocked and out for a throw-in. But what a start for Kasper Hjulmand's men. He's, of course, the coach that only took over after qualifying when Arge Hareide decided to go back into club football. He's currently the manager of Rosenborg Hareide, the coach that took them through the World Cup 3 years ago, and like I say, through qualifying before passing the reins over to the man who was, of course, destined to take over anyway. The camera's now focused on his counterpart on the Czech bench, Jaroslav Silhavy. I suppose more questions being asked of him tactically now about how to turn this one around. The Czechs have not been great at coming from behind in this tournament, have they? Of course, they took the lead against the Netherlands in their last 16 game, had the lead briefly against Scotland, or maybe not so briefly, but of course, once they went behind against England, it was not good for them. Shot from Dolberg is blocked by Schellstuker on the edge of the box, and that goes behind for another corner, but this one certainly was a corner because there was a clear deflection there from the blocking defender. It was actually Thomas Callas on this occasion.
Yeah, Callas, but I think Dolberg's movement was great. That little heel to get his right foot shot away. I mean, it's a good block by the Bristol City man in the end, but, you know, Denmark are on fire, aren't they? You know, they played all of it in the opposition half. You know, like I said, they've got a good striker. They've got big targets for this corner kick again, and they've got to watch out for the little ones. Although I was just looking, Thomas Delaney's actually 6 foot, but there are bigger players out there.
Here comes the corner, whipped in near post. This time Schellstuker, or Callas, I think it is, gets the header behind. It is the Bristol City defender Callas who makes first contact, knocks it behind for another corner. Well, they've had 4 goals in a couple of matches already. The Denmark side, haven't they, against Russia, a 4-1 win to get through the group, and against Wales, a 4-0 thrashing, as you mentioned earlier, John. And they look like they're just full of goals at the moment, don't they? And this is without, obviously, the player who was meant to be pulling the strings for them pre-tournament in Christian Eriksen. Another deep corner. This one's headed up in the air by Kjær, and goes out for a Czech Republic. That's like Vestergaard, who was climbing high stairs, goes out for a Czech Republic goal kick. But Czech Republic, you know, you'd think with the height they've got in their team, they wouldn't be so vulnerable at corners, but already they've been given a few troubles, and obviously the free header for the Delaney goal is a big no-no.
Yeah, I mean, it is shocking marking, but it's not like they're not busy. The big guys are marking the big guys, you know. There's probably nobody better in the air than Thomas Souček, is there? But he's by himself there. He can't mark everybody, and in the end, it was a numbers game. You know, I think that I saw something about psychology of what's happened to Denmark, and it's called traumatic bonding or something like that. And it just allows that bit more cohesion. You know, with what happened to Eriksson, it's like, well, you know, there's a lot more important in life than kicking a ball about. But then when you take stock, you think, right, well, you know what, we've got a reason to enjoy what we're doing. This is what we do. This is our life. And all of a sudden, you know, you have a different, fresh outlook. This Denmark team, you know, they're fresh as anything at the minute. They're running through walls. And the fact is, when you score a goal and keep on scoring, you got something about you. It's not Spain, we score and then we start tapping the ball around amongst ourselves. They've scored again today, Denmark, but they're still going for it.
Just been a free kick awarded to the Czech Republic on the edge of the penalty area there after Braithwaite barged into one of the Czech defenders, but it's a clearance by Vaxlik, which has been gobbled up in midfield by Denmark, who look certainly the more fluid of the two sides so far. Here's Marler trying to nutmeg Kufal, but he shuts his legs in time, and the West Ham defender knocks it into midfield. Laid back there by Schick, doesn't come off. Denmark get a touch, and it's played back now to Braithwaite near the halfway line. He's just corralled a little bit by two Czech players, has to pass it back to Vestergaard, and he in turn finds Kasper Schmeichel, who instantly gets his arms out, wanting the wing-backs to split wide. He pings the ball out to midfield. It's flicked inside by Højbjerg, and he manages to get that one back himself. Now Denmark try and come forward down the right-hand side with Mikkel Damsgaard, exchanging passes there with striker Kasper Dolberg. This is looking very good from Denmark so far. The Czech Republic just trying to fly into challenges to get the ball back. They're chasing shadows, though, as Christensen knocks it back to his keeper once more. And I think we've played 11 minutes of this game so far. The Czech Republic have had the ball for about less than 60 seconds, I'd say. It's been all Denmark.
Yeah, I tell you what you want to do. In 28 degrees, you want to command the game and you want to be in charge of the ball. Looked like a foul there. That wasn't given by our referee, Bjorn Kuipers. He was in the wrong position for that. But again, the Czechs don't have that ball for too long. That's good work from Kufal. And here come the Czech Republic.
Yeah, with the West Ham full-back knocking it down the line. He's got Patrick Schick now operating the channel. Cuts inside on his left foot. Might get a shot away here. Does, but it's blocked well by Marl, who tracked him all the way and goes behind for the first Czech Republic corner.
Well, you know, if you didn't know much about Patrick Schick, after that Scotland game, we know a lot more. He's strong in the air. He can score from anywhere. And he's got a brilliant left boot. And he was shown onto that good left foot there. I didn't really understand why. There was a good block in the end from Christensen, but I don't think I'd be letting him shoot.
So corner it is, to be taken by Antonin Barak. Left-footed ball into the near post. They get the first contact, but it's flicked on. Nobody at the back post for the Czech Republic to profit, and so Højbjerg can run it away. Now he sends it long in the direction of the lone striker, and running through Higgs. Damsgaard with a chance to just chip it around the keeper, and he almost pulls it off. Mikkel Damsgaard showing great pace and tenacity, taking on Vaxlik and trying to just knock it round him, but couldn't quite thread it through. The Czech Republic survived, but that was just a simple long ball forward, which they were almost caught out with again.
Well, it might have seemed like a simple long ball, but I was thinking, you know, that's like Brady at his best for New England or something. He just chips that over the top, and it's perfectly into the path of Damsgaard. If anything, you know, he struggled to control it properly. That ball bounced just a bit too much, and when he got it down, he had his shot blocked away. But that's brilliant football from Denmark. They're playing short well, they can play it long well. Mikkel Damsgaard is coming to this team, the Sampdoria youngster, and he's certainly not overawed. He adds a different dimension. They're playing well today, Denmark, and they're deserving of their lead. Yeah,
1-0 to the Danes inside the first quarter of an hour of this quarter-final contest. Cross goes in from Souček towards Kufal towards the back post. Souček was trying to get in there, but it's cleared by Denmark, and now there's a handball for a faint touch by Damsgaard in midfield, which concedes the free kick. Now, Czech Republic got a profit from these situations. It's quite a central free kick, about 40 yards out. The referee's already spotted the mark with his spray. Barak goes across to take it, left-footed set-piece specialist. He had the corner, which was whipped in moments ago. They've got quite an interesting setup here for this free kick, the Czech Republic, because nobody's central. Now they close in as they look for Kalas on the back post. He's volleyed over the bar by Sevcik, following up after that first header was won by Kalas, but he blazed it over the crossbar.
Yeah, he didn't have as much time, did he, there, Sevcik, the Slavia Prague man. He's waiting for the perfect volley, but technique not good enough. He's sliced and he's way over the top. A bit more composure needed. They have got match winners, and certainly, you know, we mentioned Patrick Schick, he's one of them. Also Souček, when they've got a set piece as well. So good players there, but is the real strength in depth. Well, look at it, Damgaard's chance again. He flicked it past the keeper, it wasn't too bad. I don't know if that ball, it might just have been creeping in, you know, but in the end it was comfortably defended. But yeah, the Danes have made a good start. But like I said, it's really hot out there, 28 degrees. So maybe you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket of getting a brilliant quick start if you just can't keep it up.
It is Czech Republic 0, Denmark 1 as the ball goes out on the far side for a Czech Republic throw. Taken by Boyle, got it back a little bit short, has to go into 2 tackles to try and win it once more. It's then sent forward down the right-hand side, looking for the run of Braithwaite coming across from the left, but headed away by Schellstuke for another throw. They're just quicker to every 50-50 at the moment, Denmark, and playing with that real verve and pace as well that, well, as we know, Czech Republic are strong in many departments, but pace maybe not one of them, as Dolberg now receives it back to goal, shows great strength to hold it up and find Braithwaite. Now it's sent back to the right wing back, Striga Larsson. Chance here to get a cross in. It's played in towards the near post, headed clear by the Czech defence, flicked on by Schick, but will only fall to Højbjerg, the Spurs midfielder. He sends it back now via Christensen to Kjær. And Christensen picks it up once more, advances over the halfway line. Nobody comes to challenge him or close it down. He's got the free chance to play it down the channel here. Cross comes in again towards the near post and a volley. Oh, he should have volleyed it towards goal. He's put it wide. It's Delaney again ghosting into the penalty area on the cross from Jens Striga Larsson. And I think he's kneed this one past the post.
Listen, I think it should be 2-0. Ball comes in and he makes the right haul. I think he almost hits his standing leg. Does it? I don't know. I think he had time to control it. Yeah, shinned it, hasn't he, and wide of the goal. But it's a beautiful cutback, isn't it? They've got numbers forward there, 3 white shirts at the edge of the box. Well, they're certainly playing better. And the other thing, before that, we saw that little passage of play with all those little back heels from Kasper Dolberg, the Nice man. You know, a bit of showboat in there, but it's like they're enjoying it. They're not frightened to put their hammer down and play hard and work hard for each other. They're playing with no fear. And they're going to be tough to stop. They're showing no signs of stopping at 1-0, are they? I think if they grab a second goal in this first half, it's going to be a long way back for the Czech Republic.
Here's Braithwaite again off that left-hand side on his strong right foot. Carries it and lays it across to Striga Larsson. Takes a touch, comes inside, goes the left-footed bending ball towards the keeper. It was going to count as a shot, but I think there was possibly an offence prior to the shot being taken, which wouldn't have meant it counted anyway. The referee's blown up and it's going to be a free kick to the Czech Republic in the penalty area. Vaxlik, who's all in yellow again tonight, so with his socks rolled up over his knees, looks like he's I don't know, dressed all in yellow, not with any skin showing, but it's sent long downfield towards Schick, beaten in the air by Vestergaard. Comes back to Souček now, who tries to take it down the right hand side, knocks it back in field, and here come the Czech Republic again. Little layoff there, back to Schick, doesn't quite come off, and Denmark get a foot in, out to Kufal. That's a better ball in towards Schick inside the penalty area. Tries a trick, doesn't come off for him. He's blocked out by Vestergaard and it's cleared by Højbjerg. But just for a moment there, Patrick Schick was in 5 yards of space inside the Danish penalty area.
Yeah, I didn't know that happened because, you know, they look like good lines for the Danes, don't they? But somebody just caught napping there, and it may well have been Vestergaard. He was on it pretty quickly though, wasn't he, to try and block off. I think actually it was Joachim Mahler, the Atalanta man, who had just fallen asleep. But here come the Czechs again, maybe a chance. They've got a corner now, still. Delaney's put that ball out. Yeah,
they were almost caught out by a quick throw in there. Barak was trying to ghost in behind, and by doing so, he forced the defensive clearance behind for this corner by Thomas Delaney, who's all over the place at the moment in terms of penalty box appearances. He's made a couple of big touches inside the Czech penalty area, and he's just made one there to put it behind for this corner. Sent in by Barak, left-footed towards the back post. Heads go up and it's flicked on behind, I think off a Danish head for another corner. Souček was getting in there. The way they're setting up, though, looks like the referee's given a goal kick here. For me, I thought maybe the Danish defender got the last touch, but it's come off the back of Thomas Souček as he was trying to grapple, really, to get any kind of purchase on that header. It came off his back as he went up with Chelsea defender Andreas Christensen.
Yeah, it's a good old battle, that, isn't it? But in the end, I mean, you know, he may have won the battle, Souček, but it came off his back and he couldn't really control it. You know, they look strong in these 50-50s, don't they, Denmark? But the Czechs need to find a way also. We know that Schick's clever. We saw him just find that 5 yards of space inside the box. You know, he's one of those players who I think, you know, just almost like a ghost nine at times. He just walks away from his marker. He's really sharp, isn't he? And he's got a good finish. So they've got to be careful, Denmark. But it's been a powerful start for Kasper Hjulmand's team. And for the minute, I think those who backed Denmark could be really comfortable with the way the game has gone.
Yeah, 20 minutes have flown by, John, in this Euro 2020 quarter-final. We are midway through the first half in Baku in this Euro 2020 quarter-final, where it's Czech Republic 0, Denmark 1. The goal scored by Thomas Delaney after 5 minutes. A controversially awarded corner to Denmark was whipped in by Striger Larsen and headed home. A free header as well by the Borussia Dortmund midfielder for his 6th goal for Denmark. But the Czech marking from the set-piece was terrible. The same player, Delaney, had a great opportunity from the same source, Striger Larsen, in open play a few minutes later, but he rather shinned his effort wide. At the other end, there's been very little going for the Czech Republic inside the Denmark penalty area, other than one moment from Patrick Schick when he got free but couldn't get his shot away. It remains the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 1.
Yeah, so just for the minute then, Denmark have the lead, and you know, they're pretty much shading it in open play. They've created a little bit more. We saw that effort for Damsgaard, the long ball over the top from Højbjerg. As we just mentioned there, a really good chance for Delaney, who, well, we'll just break off for a second. As, here come the Czechs and into the box. They've got an opportunity here, and it's a great save there. As we saw, Thomas Holeš was running through. Kasper Schmeichel was very quick to cut down the angles. And in the end, that was after a poor clearance from Schmeichel. Ball roll to Holeš, and he's on the left-hand side of the edge of the area, just trying to toe poke it through. There wasn't a great deal more he could do. There were hardly a red shirt in the box, but they've got a corner kick now. In comes the ball, and it's headed away by Vestergaard at the near post. Kufal puts it back in, but I think they'll leave this one for Schmeichel. No damage done. As much as I fancy the Danes today, they're showing signs that they are not impregnable, and that's probably good news for either of England or the Ukraine, who may well be up against them next.
Long ball over the top here by Denmark, goes straight through to Thomas Vaxlik. Yeah, of course, the final quarter-final of this tournament takes place after this game, when England face the Ukraine in Rome. That'll be a pretty hot and steamy affair as well, but the temperature probably a little bit higher on the barometer in Baku, with the Danes leading 1-0 midway through this first half. Long clearance from Vaxlik sails over the head of Schick as he was trying to back in there to Kiar, and that goes all the way through, well, via Christensen to Schmeichel. He was a lucky boy, wasn't he, a couple of minutes ago, when that loose ball into midfield, or not even into midfield, it barely got out of his final third, was intercepted, and then 2 passes later Masopust had put in a Holeš, but that very good save from Schmeichel kept it 1-0. Now there's a foul awarded on the far side for a little bit of a nudge, or a flick really, from Boril on Damsgaard. Free kick to Denmark just inside their own half.
Tell you what, just looking at the weather in Rome, it's 32 degrees right now. So it is going to be hot even in a couple of hours' time, but well, I don't think England will be over-bothered about that. They're up against the Ukraine, not Spain. So they should be able to cope with that and be as comfortable as Ukraine are.
as Czech Republic get the ball now in midfield. Find Schick on the edge of the penalty area. He comes away, tries to hold it up. The referee sees no foul on him there as Denmark smuggle the ball away. Czech Republic on the back foot now. Šelestuka does well, plays it down the line to Koufal, and then Kalas has free possession with nobody 15 yards of him on the edge, or inside his own half, and now he's just trying to direct traffic here in front of him. Plays it forward, finds the chest of Masopust, who holds it up in under pressure, finds Holeš, and now Souček gets it out of that congested central area to play Boril. And now Masopust again, the tricky winger who's shown a good eye for a pass already in this game, knocks it back. There's a foul on Holeš surely there by Højbjerg, and that's going to be a free kick to the Czech Republic. A bit of a body check on a check from Højbjerg. Now the Czech Republic take the free kick quickly. Boyle plays it back to the halfway line, and Kalas once more. Danes have got everybody behind the ball here as it slipped into midfield for Masopust. In fact, it was Ševčík there finding Souček. Ševčík again from Masopust ball. Masopust pointing right here. He wants it to go to the fullback Koufal. Bends across into the far post, and it's headed behind by Striger Larsson for a Czech Republic corner.
Yeah, he didn't look a great ball in, did he? But I think in the end, he's got a man over his shoulder, and he's saying, well, what do you expect me to do with that? You know, I think they've got height advantage, so it's not like they're saying, oh, we're dead comfortable because you've got a corner, but I do think they should be able to deal with it.
Czech Republic corner from the left-hand side this time, and it's Ševčík who whips a high one in towards the back post. Heads go up, and it's headed wide by Thomas Souček. Camera's focusing on him, and he's grimacing, and he's looking a little bit upset with himself there, but he was going up against his own teammates there. They had a bit of an overload on the back post, three of them going for the same ball. Souček won it, but put it wide.
Yeah, and that's it. It's difficult, isn't it? But he's going for it. Kalas as well going for the same ball. You know, yeah, they're all up for it. Clearly that indication of ball to the far post, so the Danes need to know. But everything's contested, isn't it? And so far Denmark have done pretty well with that. You know, like I said, it's going to be a tough physical game, and I'm sure that both sets of players will be worn out. Whichever team is going to go through and win this game, they'll probably want to do it in 90 minutes. In heat like this, you wear yourself out, don't you? And, you know, the semi-final comes around pretty quickly. But anyway, I think the Czechs have found a way back into the game. Denmark have made a great start, but the Czech Republic now getting back on the ball, aren't they, and beginning to dominate possession.
I think they've just got a few yards tighter, haven't they, to the midfield. Before, certainly in the early stages, you could see there was space for Delaney. Obviously, Delaney was ghosted into the penalty area. It was Højbjerg, really, and Damsgaard who are causing the damage. Here's Braithwaite trying to do the same. From a tight angle, goes for a glory shot from a very acute angle, and I think that must have flown off his boot and wide for a goal kick.
Yeah, I mean, he looks up, and he hasn't been closed down that much, but in the end, I think that sliding challenge of Thomas Kalas coming across puts him off, and well, he's well wide of the goal, isn't he? But yeah, he looks on and grimaces. Martin Braithwaite, 30 years of age now, and playing at Barcelona. We expect probably a little bit better from him.
Goal kick taken by Vakslik, straight onto the chest of Vestergaard. Good skill there by Højbjerg to get round Ševčík. Feeds it right to Striger Larsson, who's been a real important figure in this game so far, with one assist and one almost assist to the same player, Delaney, who's got it now. Squares it to Christiansen, then back to Kjær. Kjær waiting for Schick to close him down before slipping it to Christiansen again. Now Striger Larsson on the halfway line. Czech Republic just sitting off in their defensive stations at the moment, not pressing here as the Danes just pass the ball short, 5-10 yard passes. Damsgaard back to Striger Larsson, then all the way back to Kjær. He's got pressure now from Masopust, takes a risk and almost gives it away, but does slip it through to Højbjerg. Now they break the lines again, finding Braithwaite in between the defensive midfield, but good covering from Koufal coming across from right back, has broken it up, and he slips it now to Holeš in midfield. Back from Boyle to Kalas. Well collected there by Holeš once more. And then back to Boyle, who plays it forward into the path of Schick, trying to back in. Pressure on him from behind from Kjær. It's a fair challenge, says the referee. Carried forward by Damsgaard on his left foot. Won't take the shot. Kalas got a foot in. And Czech Republic come away again here with Barak. Barak now approaching the halfway line. There's a good flow to this game now as he slips it wide to the left-hand side, and Shevchik, who's all right foot coming off that flank, gets tripped there. The referee had a good view and gives the free kick to the Czech Republic.
One thing I've noticed, yeah, the Czechs are getting on the ball that little bit more, but when Denmark have had their breaks, it's almost like there's 3 against 3 at times. You know, they're just getting caught, the Czechs, with one body up the field. One of the fullbacks tends to be floating up. You know, it could come back to bite them, but it's a numbers game, and because they're trying to compete more in midfield, they've just had to square that circle, but it leaves them a little bit vulnerable.
Shevchik's going to take the free kick. Bends him right-footed towards the penalty area. Heads go up, and there's a chance there for Šelestuka. He didn't get the contact he wanted. It goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, the Sparta Prague man, his favourite to get his head on that. Was there a little shoving behind him? I didn't know whether Vestergaard had just got a little bit on him that meant that he was out of the way of the ball, but he's just an inch away from that, isn't he? It was a pretty good ball in.
Quality ball in, yeah, from Shevchik, and just a fraction over the head of the leaping Šelestuka. As Denmark survive. We've played 30 minutes now. It's still 1-0 to the Danes. Long ball forward from Schmeichels, flicked on by Dolberg. Braithwaite running in behind, but Šelestuka in charge of the situation, clears it out for a throw-in near side just in front of the dugouts. It's not quite an all-Dutch refereeing team today because we have a couple of assistant VARs from Italy and a 4th official from Russia, but both assistant referees and the man in the middle, Bjorn Kuipers, are from the Netherlands. The team, of course, that the Czechs knocked out in the previous round as Braithwaite tries to save a goal kick and puts it out for a throw instead.
That was a surprise victory, wasn't it? Many had watched the Dutch and just thought, well, typically they've got all their ducks in a row from being in the wilderness for a while, and we're familiar with some of their players, but it didn't matter, did it? Because the Czechs were just too strong from it. A very reasonable 2-0 victory, and a surprise, but maybe not to the Czech Republic players. Yeah,
I see Matthijs de Ligt has issued a public apology for the mistake which led to Czech Republic's first goal, dwelling on the ball, getting caught in possession. And the Netherlands were never able to recover from that, really. The Czechs played very well, I thought. May have played their best game of the tournament already. May have peaked a little bit too soon. Shevchik has won a free kick now for a foul by Mahler, almost shoving him out of play by the left touchline, or right touchline as far as the Czech Republic is concerned, but the left back was the man doing the fouling there. So Shevchik again on the set piece. There's a couple of other Czech players interested in this one. In fact, he's passed it over now to Antonin Barak, who's the left foot set piece taker. So this is going to be swung in from that right touchline. Sorry, the left touchline. It goes in towards the corner, towards the penalty spot, headed away by Kiar, then sent back into the penalty area. Kiar turned his back on that one, or was it? Might have been Dolberg actually turning his back onto it. The falls back to Shevchik. Petr Shevchik down the line. Masopust tries the cross. Dolberg redeems himself there by getting a foot in. It goes behind for a corner.
So the Czechs are forcing the pace. I said that Denmark would be desperate to get a second goal if they could, and they tried, didn't they? You know, but now it's almost like a bit of a counter-attack. Damsgaard with the block away. You know, they're sat back and trying to spring on the Czechs, but the Czechs are forcing the pace now.
Yeah, the corner was taken short, and then Damsgaard blocked the second ball in out for a throw-in. Koufal's taken it, volleyed into the penalty area, flicked on by Shevchik, and that then met firmly by Højbjerg, who clears. Damsgaard flicks it on, it's out for another Czech throw. This is about 35 to 40 yards away from Schmeichel's goal, and he's pushed his defenders out in front of him now to the edge of the penalty area. Now thrown in by Koufal, all the way across to the left-back Borra, looking for a 1-2 here with Souček. Now it's slipped to Barak on the edge of the penalty area, left-footed ball in towards Schick. Schick on the stretch, can't get there, well defended by Kiar. Cross comes in from Koufal, blocked this time by the Danes again, and they try and break away now with Braithwaite. He's got Mahler in support. Braithwaite's still going though, wriggles away from Barak and sends it across to the right-hand side. Men in attack here for Denmark. Dolberg is one of them. Striger Larsson's another. Into the penalty area. Just can't quite get the touches. Vaxlik comes to meet him at his feet and gathers. Lovely counter-attack though. They went fully 100 yards there at pace there, Denmark, and almost caught the Czechs out again.
Yeah, it was eye-catching stuff, that, wasn't it? You know, really good football. Again, I don't think Kasper Dolberg's put a foot wrong so far. But you've got to give credit as well to Thomas Vaxlik, the Sevilla keeper. for the Czech Republic, read that like a book, didn't he? And he just got there in time. Any hesitation, and that ball is toe poke past him for 2-0. But like I said, they're potent on the counter-attack now. They can sit back, but they've still got that front three. They're working so hard for each other, and they were sprinting forward. Again, it was 4 against 4, 5 against 5 then at one point in that attack for the Danes, and that'll stand them in good stead.
Here's Czech in midfield. Finds Holeš, who's got bodies around him. He does well there, and carries the ball forward, lays it off to Ševčík. He feels the pressure, plays it back to Souček. It's a nice ball to Barak, edge of the penalty. He wants it on his left foot here. They're not going to let him. He sends it wide now to Kufal, crossed in to the back post, attempted bicycle kick, and the shot comes in from Boyle straight at the goalkeeper. It's Holeš straight at goalkeeper Schmeichel.
Yeah, Thomas Holeš, they're getting on the end of that, but with no great conviction. There was an attempted bicycle click, and again, it wasn't a clean shot because it was contested. You know, there always seems to be a body there for the Danes, and that was Jens Striger Larsen just making sure that he couldn't get a real clean hit on that.
About 10 minutes to half time, and Czech Republic having their best spell in the game. In fact, it's been a prolonged spell now, hasn't it? About 15 to 20 minutes really, where they've been building into this now, where they're in the ascendancy, although not on the score sheet, where it's still 1-0. Denmark really playing on the counter-attack and thinking that's their best opportunity, but they're conceding a lot of possession as it's poked forward towards Schick in the penalty area. Cover comes across from Christiansen, but it goes behind for another corner. Yeah,
he was quick to read the movement of Schick there, in fairness to him, and then with the hard work done, maybe his touch was just a little bit too firm. Turns that ball out, but like I said, they may live to rue this, but I feel that they're fairly comfortable with these set pieces.
It's going to be taken by Barak again. Movement towards the centre of goal. It's headed away at the near post though by Kiar, and they try and run it clear now. Damsgaard just corralled there by Ševčík, knocks it back to Højbjerg. His first thought is to play it safe, and he goes backwards into midfield. Vestergaard. That's space in midfield now for Striger Larsen, who's come in, and he finds Mahler, who's all right foot despite being the left back or left wing back today. He's been sent backwards by Massapust's pressure, and the back pass now to Kasper Schmeichel from Vestergaard. They're going for the full court press here, the Czech Republic. The triggers have been pressed, but Danes doing pretty well to play out of it at the moment. Although there's a mistake there by Dolberg on the halfway line, but the Czechs go all the way back to goalkeeper Vaxlik. So we've got about 10 minutes to go in the first half in Baku, where it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 1. Still that early goal from Thomas Delaney. The free header from the Striger Larsen corner separates these two sides. But despite missing one or two further opportunities, Denmark have been on the back foot for the final sort of 15 minutes of this half, where the Czechs have really pushed forward, had a couple of half chances. The most late, well, both of them really have fallen to Thomas Holeš, denied by Kasper Schmeichel at the near post after a good ball through by Massapust, and then Holeš again connecting with a corner at the back post. Not really a clean connection, and again it was saved by Schmeichel. It's approaching half-time. Czech Republic 0, Denmark 1.
Here come Denmark, and there is a shot from the edge of the area, and I think that was Damsgaard inside right, just bearing down on goal. It's a good save in the end by Vaxlik, and again, very significant when they break out the white-shirted red and whites today. Denmark have numbers forward, and for the Czechs, they're playing a real risky game now, trying to swamp at midfield, leaving themselves short at the back, and again that was probably 3 against 3 when Damsgaard got the ball. I thought maybe he could have done better. We'll take another look at it actually, and I think he probably had to shoot there. He's got one defender in front of him who's not going to close him down in time. You know, the goal probably looks big, and he's hit the ball across the keeper. I don't think he could have done too much more there.
No, it's a good strike, isn't it? Yeah, we've seen a couple of replays now, and he really connects well with it. Perhaps just lacked a little bit of... he perhaps needed to look up before he hit it. I think he was just going on, can I make a good connection here? And if he'd perhaps looked up, he might have been able to roll it across Vaxlik rather, but he's perhaps not quite an expert finisher. He's a good player, but perhaps lacks that, I don't know, composure in that key moment. There's been a clash of heads in midfield now, so we've got a break in play as two players are down waiting for the physios to jog across from the other side of the pitch. It's Striger Larsen who's lying prone across the pitch with Jan Boyle, his opposite number on the far side. They were both rising for a header, and Boyle's made a back there. That's a bit naughty from the Czech Republic players. He's just nudged him as he's gone up for the header, And actually, Boyle may have come off worse there because he's tweaked something in his leg after the contact. So he's holding his leg, and Striga Larsson's holding his back. But I thought that the fault there lay with the Czech Republic player.
I hate that, and it's never given, is it, when somebody's going to, they're shaping like they're going to go up for a header, and then they don't. They just make a back for you. So what happens then to Striga Larsson is he ends up flat on his back. What happened subsequently is Striga Larsson, his boot ended up on the ankle as he's on his way down, but he can't help where he's going there. So yeah, that would hurt. Borrell immediately feels for that right ankle, but I think he'd be all right.
Natural justice that was for me, John. The little inadvertent clip of the ankle.
Yeah, he got winded though, Striga Larsson, but he's all right. But that's it. You end up flat on your back when somebody does that, and that should be a challenge. I think that, you know, UEFA and FIFA need to take a long look at. A bit naughty, like you said.
Yeah, Harry Kane is one of the leading exponents of the Premier League in that type of, if you call it a challenge, it's just like a non-challenge, isn't it? You sort of make, you back it into the defender, and then all of a sudden you leave it. He's trying to come over the back of you to win a header, and he goes flying and probably ends up injured most of the time. So
the thing is with Harry Kane is that he actually wins the free kick as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got it off to a fine art, hasn't he, in the Premier League? Yeah. Anyway. We've got 5 minutes to half-time in this quarter-final in Baku, and it's that early Delaney goal that still separates the sides. Ball's been back in play for a few seconds after the players received their treatment, but it's gone out again for a throw-in. Striga Larsson will take it. He's bellowing at his teammates there to make some space, make a run for him as he lobs it in towards Dolberg. It's headed away by Hollesch, flicked on by Souček towards Schick. Takes it on, Masopust takes it on the chest, tries to lay it off towards Barak, but intercepted by Højbjerg. Denmark have it again, and they've got men in space here as it's dug out of a hole there by Højbjerg and worked out towards Vestergaard near the halfway line. What a season Yannick Vestergaard's had. He was almost on the scrap heap at Southampton a couple of seasons ago, but probably had his best season since his move to the Premier League this past 9-12 months, and of course he's always been in the thoughts of the Denmark coach Hareide, and then Hjelmund, and now he's playing for his team who could be on their way to the Euro 2020 semi-final. That's a good ball from Vestergaard as well, down the left-hand side. Early cross goes in towards the far post, and he's volleyed in the back post. Will it count from Kasper Dolberg? Yes, it will. Fantastic bit of football from Denmark down the left. They caught Czech Republic absolutely square as it was played in by Marler with the outside of his strong right foot, picking out Dolberg with a volley at the back post to make it 2-0.
What a goal. What a brilliant goal. They're a team, aren't they? They're a proper team, Denmark. That cross was superb. I'm thinking, don't hit with the outstep of your right boot. That never works. Wow, what a ball in. And then they've got bodies in the box again. Dolberg, yeah, he's made a mistake in this game, but with a finish, no mistake there. From close range, he drills it in. It's 2-0.
Just before half-time, and Denmark have a 2-goal lead now. And this was a brilliant piece of play down the left-hand side, instigated by Yannick Vestergaard with a slip ball through to Joachim Marler. He raced away towards the final third and then clipped in a beautiful outside-the-ball cross towards the back post with his right foot, which was volleyed home by Kasper Dolberg, who just got the wrong side of the defenders. Brilliant football from Denmark, and they will probably be taking a 2-goal lead into half-time. In Baku, it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2.
Well, we might check out, to be honest. I mean, what we said was that the Czech Republic getting back into the game were leaving themselves short at the back. Denmark was soaking up the pressure, and when they were hitting on the break, they were hitting with numbers. Marler's got a good engine on him, but that ball is just shockingly good. With the outstep of his right boot, how do you even do that and get so much on it? But there were two targets in the box bearing down. There was one Czech Republic player, I mean, the back line was like a dog's hind leg. One player playing him all onside, just watching. The two markers had got the wrong side of the plays they were marking, and the ball's too good, cuts out to Vaklik. But it's a great finish as well by Dolberg. You know, he meets the ball on the full. Very difficult getting a volley in like that, but from close range, gave the keeper no chance. Yeah,
I was slightly caught out by the lack of celebration from Kasper Dolberg there. I'm thinking, does he think that goal's not going to count? Does he think he's offside, or he's seen something in the build-up? But it was just very cool and casual, the way that he stood up there and waited for his teammates to come to him. And the Danish fans, the small band, in fact, it's the looking like a little bit of a bigger band than I expected in Baku, are really enjoying themselves as they watch on from the stands of the Olympic Stadium. It's the Czech Republic who have dug themselves the big hole to get out of here. 2-0 down before half-time. That half-time whistle can't go soon enough for Jaroslav Silhavi, and the Danes might not be finished. They're on the attack again here before Kufal intercepts, plays it down the line. Well won back though by Braithwaite. He's given it away to Souček. Now Barak gets it in space, tries to orchestrate a counter-attack. Boyle's motored past him but offering no width. Here he comes again, Barak, still towards the edge of the penalty area. Tries to chop it back before Højbjerg stopped his progress. And now Damsgaard, he's brought down in a challenge by Boyle. The referee sees no free kick and no foul there. So Czechs have it again. There's only seconds left in the first 45 minutes. There might be a bit of stoppage time to play here as it's knocked forward. But intercepted again by Christensen. Cleared by Denmark. Headed forward by Schelle-Stuka. Schick was on his heels. Kjær nodded it away towards Delaney. Nice header back towards Striga Larsen, who gets the shout to control it rather than panic his clearance. And there is little panic about this at Danish side as again they pass through the lines and find Delaney. Striga Larsen, little ball down the line. Delaney will make it a good pass and then plays it off Souček's feet for a throw in. They're doing everything at pace but in full control, John.
Yep, they've got 10 goals in 2.5 games now. Not bad, eh? I think this 3-4-3 formation is cracking. It allows them to sit back and defend deep when they need to, but they can spring those guys, Striga Larsen and Mahler, and they've got 3 guys who are working hard. You know, they're not attackers who are just sat there doing nothing. They work hard for the team as well. Mahler just caught late there, but anyway, yeah, it looks a good formation in attack and defence. They can invite the opposition on and hit them on the counter. Mahler's still down, by the way, and we're into 2 minutes of added time now.
Yeah, as the referee has now had his attention drawn to Mahler's predicament. He's come across to see what's wrong. It was Kufal, maybe a little bit late, leaning into him. I think it was accidental follow-through from Kufal that probably brought about the injury. Nothing too naughty about the challenge from the Czech Republic defender. It was an honest challenge for the ball, but Mahler's come off worst. From an England perspective, you're looking at this Denmark side and thinking, crikey, what are we going to be up against in a potential semi-final? Well, the answer's there to see. You know, they're strong in defence, got a good goalkeeper, they've got a settled side, experience in midfield, and pace in attack. So there's a lot to like about this team. There's also 2 of the starters that are on yellow cards that could potentially miss a semi-final if they're booked today. And obviously, Mahler's been in the wars a little bit, and he might not be able to carry on if this injury is as bad as it looks. Well,
ideally, from England's point of view, you'd want the Czechs to get back in it and it to drag to an extra 30 minutes. But the long and short of it is Danes are too good at the minute. You know, we're talking about tournament football. You know, this 3-4-3, it seems to be all things to all men. It's red hot today, but they've soaked up a bit of pressure, but they've still done really well in their counter-attack. And like you said, there's pace about them. You know, Damsgaard is, what is he, 20, 21, something like that. He's fresh. Dolberg, I mentioned him before we kicked off. He's hardly put a foot wrong in this tournament. Since I've seen him, I thought, he's so smart. You know, and then you've got Braithwaite, who plays for Barcelona, 30 years of age, has been there and done it. There's such a mixture of experience. And like they said, they've got the bonding of all bondings. After you've seen one of your teammates get CPR, the first game of the tournament, it's like everything, you know, and the way it's gone, everything then is a bonus to them. You know, and it looks like that in the way that they play. There's such an enthusiasm, there's such a togetherness, and the formation really helps them.
Well, we're just waiting for the referee to blow his whistle for half-time. Now, we've played the allotted 2 minutes of additional time, but there was, of course, an injury during that period, which means there'll be a few more seconds added on. It's a throw-in on the far side to the Czech Republic to be taken by Jan Boyle. Lobbed in towards Hollesch, who flicks it on, only to the benefit of Højbjerg, who's had a very good first half, the Tottenham Hotspur midfielder. He just clips this one out of play for a throw-in, though, deep in the Czech territory, which is going to be taken once more by Boyle. And this one goes out again for a Czech Republic throw. The referee, Bjorn Kuiper, still hasn't blown his whistle. He's checking his watch now, though. We're entering the 4th minute of stoppage time. Boyle drops it in. It's volleyed forward. The referee does now go to his whistle, and that is half-time in Baku. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollej before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollej before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollej before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollej before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollej before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollej before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollej before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollej before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollej before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was in the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollege before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. It's half-time in the Euro 2020 quarter-final in Baku, and it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. An early goal from Thomas Delaney set the Danes on their way. A free header from Striga Larsson's corner. He had another opportunity moments later, but put it wide. The Czech Republic had their spell in the middle of the half and forced a bit of pressure, but weren't able to capitalise on opportunities for Thomas Hollej before Denmark cut them apart on the counter-attack late on. A beautiful cross from Joachim Mahler was volleyed into the far post by Kasper Dolberg, and at half-time it's the Czech Republic 0, Denmark 2. Welcome back. Second half just about to get underway in Baku, and it looks like a double change for the Czech Republic. Drastic stuff. Jaroslav Silhavy has turned to his bench and he's brought on 2 attacking players. He's brought on a striker, Michael Kremencic, and he's bringing on a winger in Jakub Jankto. We've seen a bit of these earlier on in the tournament. John, what do you think about the changes?
I think desperate is the word. I would say. I didn't think they did that badly, but for me the balance was wrong at the back. Maybe they should have gone to a back 3, but anyhow, Hollis is going off, and he had a quiet game, didn't he?
Well, he had a couple of chances. He's the only one that's had the only one that's had shots on target for the Czech Republic so far.
Yeah, that's right. But you couldn't take Schick off, or you wouldn't replace him, would you? So I just think he's trying to shuffle it around. It's really hopeful stuff from Silhavy, isn't it? It's hope for the best. Masipus was too quiet as well, wasn't he? So that's a bit more understandable, I think.
So he's rolled the dice here as Silhavy. Can the Czech Republic respond to his promptings at half-time? Already we see the reaction from the Danish bench is that coach Kasper Hjelmand is barking out tactical instructions to one of his players there as this centre is taken, and we're back underway for the second half. It's Kalas to knock it forward, looking for the first header to be won by Kremencic, but volleyed away by Striga Larsson up towards Braithwaite, who holds it up in traffic and tries to win a foul, knocks it back to Striga Larsson, punted down the line. Kalas wins the header. It's flicked on by the Czech Republic, trying to stay on the front foot. Kremencic knocks it back to Shevchik. Nice little ball inside to Kremencic. The substitute goes for the goal. Right-footed strike. Volleyed, knocked away, parried away, I should say, by Schmeichel, and then cleared by the Danish defence. But it's been just the right response to this from the Czech Republic. They've pinned them in the early stages, and they've got the first shot of the half.
Yeah, they have. Kremencic tickles it from his left onto his right, and then Schmeichel gets down and gets his body behind the ball. So he didn't save it with his hands, but they need a quick start, the Czech Republic. They need to score next, that's obvious, and if they do, maybe it's game on. I personally think that we're going to get a couple of goals in this second half, but I really fancy Denmark to score again. Oh, there's another shot from the edge of the area for Denmark. This time it's a diving save from Schmeichel.
I think it's Barak this time who hits it. He comes onto the ball after a bit of head tennis. Left-footed into the ground, pushed away by Schmeichel behind for a corner. It's all hands on deck at the moment in the Danish penalty area as they clear the corner and get it away. But you can see what the approach is from the Czech Republic now. Aerial balls. Bombard them with aerial balls, win the seconds, and try and get some shots away, as they'll try and do now with Thomas Souček. Knocks it back to Barak. Wide it goes for a crossing from that flank towards the far post, headed clear by Striga Larsson. And here's Jankto now, who's pretty tall himself. He's not known for his aerial prowess, but he's adding some height to this team as well, as the gangly winger knocks it back now into midfield. And Šelestuka finds Souček, who pirouettes and tries to play it out to the wide area. They're looking to get crosses in from better areas now, aren't they? Here's Ševčík, who's on the ball, right-footed ball in towards the back post again. Jankto knocks it back towards the far side. Attempted overhead kick from Schick, bounces kindly for Schmeichel. It took a deflection on its way through, but that's, I think, 3 attempts on goal in the first 2 minutes of the second half, John.
Yeah, it's a bit like watching Bolton Wanderers back in the day when Allardyce is in charge. They've gone aerial, haven't they? And they're up against some big boys at the back for Denmark. You know, it is what it is, though. They're winning second ball, like you say, and that's allowing them to get closer to goal. You know, and they've looked livelier than any passage in the game. But if they don't score early, I just fancy or just feel that they'll get caught. I keep mentioning this 3-4-3 for Denmark, but it really works out well for them. If they can suffer the pain of the Czechs being parked at the edge of their goal mouth, then I think they'll be able to hit them on the counter.
Well, Kasper Schmeichel's already made 3 saves in this half, and the second of them didn't quite appreciate at the time how good it was from that Barak effort to just fingertip it round the post. Here come the Czech Republic again, winning it in midfield, knocking it to the right-hand side here for Koufal. He goes with a cross into the penalty area. Schick with a volley, and it's in the back of the net. What a go! What a start to the second half from the Czech Republic. That has been coming. Schmeichel unable to stop this one from Schick, who scores his fourth of the tournament. It's the Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2.
Yeah, we were saying the desperation from Silhavi, and it had to be. It's a desperate situation, and 2 goals down, but they've come out like gangbusters. A lot of it is a change of personnel, but also it's let's get on the ball. It's a great ball in from Koufal, and we know that Schick is a great finisher.
Early stages of the second half, and Denmark have been rattled. They've been pegged back here. It's the Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2. Jaroslav Silhavi made a double switch at half-time, and it seems to have really got his side G'd up. They've had 3 attempts, or had 3 attempts prior to the goal, which came after a counter-attack down the right-hand side. Vladimir Koufal delivering a lovely ball to Patrick Schick, and under pressure he got his volley away and just knocked it wide of the diving Schmeichel, who denied 3 of his colleagues prior to that in a second half assault. We've played less than 5 minutes. It's all the Czech Republic as they try and get themselves back into this game, and any thoughts that this match might not go to extra time or penalties have to be shelved for the time being. It's the Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2.
Yeah, they are back in it. We said they had to score the next goal, and they did just that. I still fancy Denmark to hit them on the break, but this goal causes consternation. It was all rosy in the garden, wasn't it, at 2-0? You know, you're going at half-time. What should we do, lads? Well, pat the back, let's have a cup of tea and think about it. You rest on your laurels. You know, the Czechs go in at half-time, and they get torn off, don't they? Don't we care? You know, we have to go there, make it the best 45 minutes of your playing career. And they've come out like absolute gangbusters, haven't they? And if they can keep on going and use this momentum to grab an equaliser, who knows where this game will go.
At the moment, it's going the way of the Czech Republic as they try and release Schick down the left-hand channel as a Danish defender gone down holding his face there after contact with the Bayer Leverkusen forward. The referee Bjorn Kuipers is coming across. He's blown his whistle here. I think it was just an arm. An inadvertent elbow, that's what it was. Kiar's gone down like he's been absolutely poleaxed, but I think it's an inadvertent contact, but maybe still fairly painful for Simon Kjær. I've seen a replay of the goal again. It's Kjær, oh no, it's Vestergaard who's not tight enough to Schick when he gets that volley, and it goes through Vestergaard's legs and just escapes the fingertip grasp of Kasper Schmeichel.
He's a great striker, I think. You know, he just... he knows what's going on. He's waiting for the cross, and he just peels off 2 or 3 yards. It's vital, isn't it? Vestergaard's looking at the man who's going to pass the ball, and then all of a sudden he's looking at, well, where's my man gone? Well, he's too far away. You're not going to be able to close that down or block it out. It was a good hit, that. Yeah,
it reminds me a bit of Edinson Cavani, Patrick Schick. Certainly in this tournament he does, as attempted cross from Braithwaite is defended by Boyle, but at the expense of a Denmark corner. So this is the first time they've had the ball in an attacking sense, really, in the second half so far. It's been backs to the wall for Denmark, but they've got a chance now to maybe just relieve some pressure with this corner. The men in white come up from the back. Vestergaard, Kjær, Christensen as well, entering the penalty area, trying to get first contact onto this set piece. The Czechs have got plenty of height as well. We've noted the fact they've got taller at half-time with the substitutions they've made. And so it's going to be Striger Larsen with the corner into the near post, headed clear in that region by Schiller-Stuka. Comes back to Denmark in midfield. Damsgaard brings it down, sends a crossfield switch pass out to the far flank, and Højbjerg, who stayed up from the corner, headed away by Kallas, picked up by Jankto, who's going to try and run it clear. He's got Højbjerg in hot pursuit, but he is quick here, Jankto, and he gets away from him, then holds it up and looks to go back before Højbjerg manages to knock it out for a throw-in. Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2, and the momentum has very much shifted in this game. It was Denmark's first half, although the Czech Republic did have spells, but the team in red are pushing for an equaliser now. That pass is a little bit high for Boyle, but the left back does well to knock it forward towards Schick, then plays a pass towards Kremenchik, backing into Vestergaard. Kremenchik trying to backheel it to Schick, but it comes off the defender and now forced to Striger Larsen to clear. Sent up the line, headed down by Kallas, finding Boyle, looks up to cross, goes back onto his right foot, back to Barak and back to Boyle. Doesn't want it on the left, goes back to his right here. Still yet to play the ball in. Finds Barak. They're waiting patiently in the penalty area. Now queuing up at the back post, the Czech players, as Barak tries to work a situation on his left foot, taking it to the byline, trying to get past Delaney, but he's solid in the tackle there, the Borussia Dortmund man. But then he delays his clearance, gets a second chance and volleys it high into the air, into the Czech half. There's a coming together between two players, Kalas and Braithwaite. The referee's seen it as the Danish player's foul, and it's a free kick to the Czech Republic.
Yeah, Braithwaite just pushes his man in the back. Kalas goes tumbling down. But in that attack again, you know, there were three Danes trying to get forward and just three defenders. It's a tantalising game. The Czechs had to, you know, sort of break their system, if you like, to get bodies forward, to force the pace. And that gamble's worked off this second half, but he's still allowing Denmark to counter on them.
Oh, man in space in the penalty area. Yankto takes it on the chest, tries to cut it back. Chance for Kremenchik, can't get a shot away. He was smothered by Vestergaard, who was much tighter to him than he was to Schick on the goal that Czech Republic did score. But this time Vestergaard does his job and it remains at 2-1.
Well, I tell you what, Kremenchik there just tried to spin and turn in the box. He realises that was half a chance, but he's come on and he's given Schick company, and I think they're better off for that. You know, all of a sudden you know, the back three for Denmark have got their hands full, haven't they? You know, who's a spare man? Or all of a sudden they've got different jobs to do. It was pretty easy as somebody looking after Schick, somebody mopping up behind him. Now there's a bit more work for those guys to do.
Got the look of a John Hartson about him, hasn't he, Michael Kremenchik? Not just the way that his shaven head sticks out with it gleaming in sweat, but also the way he carries himself. Here's a chance on the counter for Denmark now. Braithwaite into the penalty area, looking for the foul, looking for the trip, doesn't get it. In fact, he's fouled the Czech Republic player who smuggles it away. The referee says no free kick, play on, and Denmark have it again near the halfway line with Højbjerg, who goes back to Vestergaard, and he calms things down with a back pass to Schmeichel on the edge of his D. Sends it into midfield again. Chance to turn here for Christensen, knocking it back and getting it in return from Delaney. Down the right they come with Striger Larsen. Christensen's joined the attack here. They've got bodies forward. It's with Braithwaite, laying it back to Damsgaard. Support arriving on the left-hand side, looks back to the right again. Christensen still with him here, the centre-back. Knocks it back to Delaney. Left-footed pass finding Damsgaard centrally now, trying to wriggle his way between the lines, finding left-back Marl, who delivered the beautiful assist for Dolberg's goal just prior to half-time. Dolberg very quiet in the second half so far. We've played 10 minutes of this second period. It's still the Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2, but renewed hope for the Czechs. Here comes Christensen again, chipping into the penalty. It might be a chance at the far post, but it's headed behind by the retreating Soufal for a Denmark corner.
Good ball in, wasn't it? Because Koufal was facing his own goal, had to deal with it, had to take a risk, but that's a good defensive header. They were onside as well in that move. Koufal needed to do that. So, yeah, chance for the Danes just to sort of take a little bit of a break, because it's been an onslaught for them the first 10 minutes of the second half.
Well, the tempo will drop, won't it, John? You mentioned the fierce temperatures out in Baku for this game, and the sweat is absolutely pouring off the players at the moment as Striger Larsen takes the corner. This one's chipped into the far post. Nobody there in white. It's headed clear by Schick. But Yankto can't gather, and the dependable Højbjerg takes it again. This time his pass out to the right side is beautifully delivered to Striger Larsen. Back it goes to Damsgaard. Left-footed pass into the middle is headed clear by Schiller-Stuka. Damsgaard gets another chance, takes it on the chest. Then he's dispossessed by Barak. Just too strong for him there, the Czech man. Slipping it to Yankto. Little quick feet there to Schick. Out to the right-hand side. The counter-attack moves very quickly now. And Koufal delivered the assist for the goal they got in the 49th minute. Into Souček's feet, trying to link up with Schick again. The pass wasn't there, and it falls safely to Kasper Schmeichel.
Again, you know, the red shirts were pouring forward there. It's a numbers game. They're getting it right. They've got bodies forward. This Schmeichel just picking his shirt off. It's hot. Somebody was saying they're 30 degrees out there right now in Baku. Hot and too hot. Tournament football, though, isn't it? It's always going to be in the summer pretty much, and you've got to cope with it. But here come the Czech Republic again. Yeah,
Højbjerg's giving it away. A bit of a rarity, that, but he isn't punished, as the attempted slip ball through by Kalas was straight through to Kasper Schmeichel. And there's a bit of game management going on here from the Danes. They are trying to waste every second they can. Schmeichel was slow to pick that one up before kicking it clear to Braithwaite. Heads it on. Damsgaard can't anticipate that one, so it's back to Vaxlik. Rather dodgy first touch, but he gets away with it as he was challenged there by Damsgaard, closing him down. Played into midfield. Space for Yankto on the half turn. He looks up. and tries to assess his options. Knocks it wide to the overlapping Boyle. Boyle this time finds Yankto, takes it on the burst, goes straight past the defender Striga Larsson, delivers a great ball to the back post, but Schmeichel in command comes out and claims it.
Well, you know what, it's a bit like Rocky IV, this one, isn't it? I think all the neutrals were after Denmark, and they were so good the first half. But now if you're a neutral watching it, you're thinking, go on, Czech Republic, you're doing really well. You know, they're showing a lot of courage out there, aren't they? And yeah, it's all change. You know, those who instinctively would have felt for Denmark now thinking, well, the Czech boys are giving it their all, and you want to see that rewarded. You want to see them get something, and Denmark now are going to be forced to make changes.
Well, no doubt the neutrals feeling that Denmark are rocky in this bout, whereas the Danes have come out in the second half like Ivan Drago, I will break you, and they're having a good go at it so far as they make this double change. Kasper Dolberg mentioned he'd been quiet in the second half. He's the one sacrificed, or he's the striker sacrificed there. We're just seeing highlights of his performance there, including that volleyed second goal. Beautiful finish, but just a bit innocuous in the second half. He's been replaced by Yusuf Poulsen.
I think the thing is that they have to do a lot of hard work. He takes his chances really well, but Poulsen has got a real engine about him. And Christian Norgard is going to come in now, and that's a defensive change for Mikkel Damsgaard. Norgard can play as a holding midfielder or even a defender at times, can't he?
Yeah, so Norgard is on to try and stiffen things up in midfield, maybe a little bit more physical presence as well, to try and stop the Czechs overpowering him in that area. As Denmark have the free kick, play it into Delaney's feet. He gets a little bit stuck there, but wins the free kick again. Norgard stands over it, but he's taking his time over the restart. Yusuf Poulsen has got Urari written on the back of his shirt, just to confuse us there, but pretty easy to spot him with that long dark mane. A nice play here by Norgard straight away. It's Delaney it is, who tries to flick it to Poulsen, but won back by Kufal. Sent wide to the right for Braithwaite to have a go at Boyle. Dribbling into the penalty area, stumbles as he takes on the defender, and he falls, and the ball goes behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, it's not going to help you now, is it, falling over? Anyway, I've been banging on about Denmark's 4-3-3, and of course, what the Czechs have done is force them to change their system. So they'll be feeling good about that, and good about the goal that they've got, and it buys them a ticket, but they're still a goal behind, aren't they? 2-1 down. You know, they've made it a one-goal game, and anything can happen, and they've been good this second half, but they desperately need to get that second goal.
Should have been a corner, that, John. There was a little flick off the inside leg of a Czech defender, which either linesman or referee spotted, and even Braithwaite, who was stumbling at the time, didn't appeal for it. Perhaps that was why Bjorn Kuipers wasn't interested in anything other than a goal kick there. Maybe not quite making up for the controversial one in the first half. I say controversial, only seemed that way in my eyes, not heard too much about whether Striga Larsson's corner, which led to the first goal, was the right decision or not. Here comes Poulsen on the half turn. He manages to wriggle round the defender. He's got pace, and he's attacking the Danish, the Czech Republic back two now. The substitute tries to spin it wide to Braithwaite, then sent into the penalty area for the supporting Norgard. Denmark still on the attack here. Poulsen, can he get his shot away? No, great challenge comes in. Just as he was pulling the trigger there, I think it was Kalas threw himself in front. Or it might have been Souček, actually, who was committing himself there to the tackle. And now the referee's had his attention drawn to possible clash of heads here. So 60 minutes gone in this game. It's still Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2.
Yeah, I thought they were a bit stilted in that counter-attack. You know, Poulsen hurdles the first challenge. I'm wanting him to look up and play that ball sooner. You know, eventually when they do get the ball, I didn't think it was good to do a ball in from Braithwaite. Anyway, some good defending there in the end by the Czechs, who again eventually got enough numbers back. Yeah,
it's a bend but not break type of strategy from the Czech Republic here. They have to take risks. They have to bend a little defensively to try and open up Denmark, but these last-ditch challenges on that occasion from Souček are just stopping the Danes from really threatening Vaxlik's goal. It looks like this head injury might be a little bit more serious than it first seemed, because the Czech doctor and medics and the physios are trying to attend to it. Maybe he's drawn blood here, and this could be the need for bandaging here, which is always good for the commentators because it's easy to spot a player with a huge bandage on his head.
Yeah, it's right, but I tell you what, I mean, you know, tournament football, trapdoor football, like we saw yesterday with Italy and Belgium, players flinging themselves around, just absolutely give it their all. Oh, and I tell you what, there was studs from Poulsen. His follow through just took him through the head of that player, and he's going to have a gashed forehead, a great big bandage to cover that. Not only that, but the walking wounded now is Andrei Salyutska as well, the Sparta Prague man. He's been chaired off. I don't think he's going to play any further part. He looks like he's run his race, and it looks like Jakub Brabec is the latest to come on.
Yeah, they're not particularly well blessed for centre-backs, the Czech Republic, so this is a big blow. Šelestuka, who's one of the most experienced in the squad. You're right, Brabec is the player who's been prepared here. He's just going through some warm-up exercises on the sidelines. It looks pretty grim here for Šelestuka. Definite leg injury, probably maybe muscle injury, and this could be at the end of his tournament, unfortunately. Whether the Czech Republic go through or not, he'll be, I'm sure, not available for the semi-final and possibly the final that follows in just 8 days' time. But they've patched up Souček. He's coming on. Brabec, he's waving to friends in the crowd here. He seems like he's the coolest and most relaxed man on the park. He needs to get himself up for the fight here, because the rest of his teammates certainly have been in this second half. We've played 20 minutes of it. It's Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2. We're midway through the second half in Baku. Czech Republic 1, Denmark 2. It's been an all-out second half assault from the Czechs, and they've got a goal back. It came via a scrappy bit of play initially, and then the ball was set out to the right-hand side. Vladimir Koufal sent in a good crossing, and a volley from Schick managed to squeeze its way through Vestergaard's legs and beat Kasper Schmeichel to bring the Czech Republic back into this game. Prior to that, Schmeichel had saved from Barak with a lovely fingertip stop, and attempted overhead kick from Schick, which fell into his arms following an earlier effort as well. So it'd been all-out attack from the Czech Republic. Denmark have had their moments, and substitute Yusuf Poulsen had a good opportunity a few moments ago, but his strike was well